everyone, welcome to the stream. Today we're gonna continue working on our Valerie painting from last night. Oops, we don't want that. Okay. So I've done quite a bit of progress. What the fuck are these subtitles talking about? But yeah, I've done quite a bit of progress. The subtitles really aren't working today, are they? So let's keep them up. I think they're funny. No, okay, let's just get rid of these. Yo, these dudes streaming late as fuck. I know, right? I don't really have much to do anymore tonight. I'm mostly done with everything school related, and I have nobody else to talk to, so we're here. We're just gonna be working on this under painting. What's up, Jawa? Welcome to the stream. It's nice seeing you. Let's see, where should we begin? I don't really have much of an idea for like how the lighting for these will look, so we're just kind of going to improvise. I do always like starting with the face. Let's make it less opaque. I actually already did quite a bit of rendering on the face. I probably should have streamed that. I didn't. But yeah, I did quite a bit of rendering on the face, which is usually more than I do with the flats. I usually keep the rendering mostly to the underpainting. But I think hopefully they'll work together and it'll look nice. And if it doesn't, then we could just undo that fairly easily, because they're flats. Play Ram Ranch 7 as background music. It's really, yeah. Nah, I don't think I want to play something called the Ram Ranch. Plus, I don't want to get in trouble with, Twitch DMCA copyright stuff. So I'm thinking I'm gonna stick to this. You are missing out. Oh, really? Am I? Yeah, I think I'm gonna stick to this copyright friendlier lo-fi. Hopefully it's not too loud. Do tell me if it's too loud. Just lower a bit in case. Yeah, I guess we can start with the eyes. How are you doing, Jawa? I haven't seen you for a while. It's good? Okay, thanks. Do let me know if there's any audio issues. Audio is pretty hard, to be honest. And I have never claimed to be an audio engineer, and I probably never will. I'm just gonna leave the eyes kind of empty like that for now. and I usually render the actual eyeball and eyelids later on down the process, mostly when like the face is done. Sometimes I just leave it for last. By the way, anybody in chat seen anything from Bad Batch? Because I haven't started yet, so don't spoil anything. I haven't had that chance to watch it yet. But I am quite excited. I really really enjoyed the ending of season 7. Those last like what 3-4 episodes were like the best moments of my life. I've watched them like at least a dozen times by now. The first 2 episodes are good. They are okay. I'm glad. I'm glad. I kind of lost faith on Star Wars for a while there, thanks to Disney. Or like that's a weird way to say it. I didn't lose faith on Star Wars. I just lost faith on Disney's Star Wars. But Mando and episodes and like season 7 really really brought home, and I'm pretty hyped to see what they have in store. This is Horus, you mean the fan fictions, episode 7 through 9? Yeah, the fanfics. True, those are not canon. I forgot. Shame, because when episode 7 came out, like I mean, it wasn't perfect. I feel like everybody had their issues with episode 7, even when it first came out. But like, it wasn't that bad. Don't get me wrong. It's like nothing compared to the other movies, but it wasn't that bad. And like, suddenly, like episode 8, just like fucking such a train wreck. I and the trailer was so good. Like I was so hyped for that. Um, like nobody could have prepared us for what was to come with episode 9. Like I feel like I see people defend episode 8 like the Last Jedi every now and then. Like I'll see people who did actually like it. Um, but rarely do I ever see anybody try to defend episode 9. Like episode 9 is just like collectively everybody agrees that it's just awful. Didn't like Kylo Ren. I mean, yeah, like the best characters for those movies were like Finn at first and Poe, I guess. Poe was pretty cool, but then they ended up like Finn outlived his usefulness. He should have died. Um, and the Poe, they just said didn't do anything with Poe. They just never like they literally just dropped Poe. He might as well not have been there. I swear. Rush as fuck in the hood. Yeah. Gosh, and they really like, and you can tell they really didn't put any thought into it just by the fact that they actually did go through with like the um Kylo and Ray romance, because that shit, that's creepy as fuck. They're like 2 generations apart, and they're basically from the same family, you know. They're basically from the same family. They're like what, like cousins, almost. Like I don't know what you would call that, but like they're related because like I guess not by blood, but like technically Palpatine is kind of like Anakin's dad in a way, and then like Kylo is descendant of Anakin, but then like Rey is a descendant of Palpatine, so they're related in a way, and it's technically like incest, and it's like it doesn't even take all that much to really put that together, and it's so creepy that they like I don't know, like did nobody in at all throughout the whole production of that film like sit down to like think of the like bloodlines, like Star Wars is like so much about like so much of Star Wars is like our bloodlines, and like how did that get through? It's astonishing. And like I feel like maybe they could have had potential in there. There was like something in there that they could have done, but it's like Rey is such a boring character. She just doesn't have any character development at all throughout all the films. She's the same throughout, and she just like she's perfect. Like every single other character, like Luke, he's supposed to be like the most powerful Jedi of all, and it took him like 3 fucking films to learn how to use a lightsaber. Like I guess he used it in episode 5, but he kinda sucked. He lost his first fight, and Rey can just like fucking beat Kylo on a one-on-one first try. And like I don't care how many midichlorians she has, like the the whole point of like the train, like it doesn't matter how many midichlorians you have, you still need training, you know. It would have been, yeah, I 100% agree. And like, oh god, it's baffling. Because I want to like those movies, I really do, but like, I just can't. And like, I don't know, it makes me happy when I see people who do enjoy them. Because I discovered that when I am depressed, something that that helps me um feel better is actually watching people like react to Star Wars for the first time. I suddenly am subscribed to so many people who do like movie reactions just because I watched their first time watching Star Wars videos, and a couple of them did actually like the sequels, which surprised me so much. And it makes me really happy that some people got enjoyment from it, and I wish I could enjoy them like that. But gosh, I just can't. Like I wish I could enjoy them, and it makes you mad when people enjoy them. I don't feel like that. It makes me happy that at least somebody can enjoy them. But like, but I just can't enjoy them myself. I wish I could. Head canon is real canon. Honestly, um, when it comes to stuff like Marvel or Star Wars or Harry Potter or all those like big franchises that are just like basically mythologies at this point, that are just like expanded universe, they're massive. I agree with that 100%. Plus, so I really like mythology. I really like history, right? And the way mythology is taught to a lot of people is kind of like as a story. When you're first introduced to like I don't know Greek mythology, for example, you learn about Persephone and Hades, and you learn about Poseidon and Zeus, and you learn all these characters, and you learn all these stories, and Medusa and the Iliad and the Odyssey and all of these tales, and they kind of teach it to you as if it was like a single linear storyline that you can pick up books in order and read them and understand the story. But that's 100% a lie, because that's not how real mythologies work. Real mythologies are fragmented. They don't have a through line. Each story is in the, there's connections between them, but in the end these mythologies are basically like religions or practices that people had in the past. They're utilitarian. They change with the time. And whenever people, why did they have like Thor, a god of storms? Well, because they were afraid of storms, so they had needed somebody to pray to. So gods changed according to what their society needs, until their stories and their characterizations change through time. And of course, like Star Wars, Harry Potter, Lord of the Rings, Marvel or DC, they're not religions by any means. I mean, some people kind of treat them like religions, but they're not. But they're still kind of like these huge stories with incredible amounts of details, with massive culture behind them, that span generations upon generations. And I think they can be interpreted in a way as like modern mythologies. And you know the thing about mythology is, because it's fragmented, then anybody have any, with any point in time, any version at any point in time is just as real or as like canonical in a way as any other. Will be 100 years or a couple decades or whatever, or from now or in the past. When it comes to these like massive stories, yeah, I think they should be utilitarian. Like, if you like this specific book, if you like this movie that came out, then 100% that's canon for you. If you don't like that one, then just push it aside, because you don't have to read it or interact with it. Um, I guess, like, I think that applies a bit more to like comic books. Because I see a lot of people that try to like Comic Drake is one of my favorite YouTubers. He makes videos where he like tries to explain comics in that like linear way, trying to find like the storyline, and that's incredible. It takes a lot of studying, it's a lot of like interpretation from his part, but that's not how I like try to consume comics. For example, for my opinion, in my opinion, the cool part about comics is they have a status quo. They always return to that status quo, and as long as you have like this basic idea of what, I don't know, Batman is, as long as he's like rich, he's Bruce Wayne, he has a sidekick called Robin, a sidekick called, I don't know, Batgirl, and he fights a clown called the Joker. You can, in theory, read any Batman book out there, almost any Batman book out there, and you're gonna understand fairly well. And I think that's like the cool part about these like big massive universes. You don't always have to understand these, like, the whole mythology. You can jump into specific points of the timeline and kind of specialize in like this specific story or that specific story or that point in time. So you can kind of like be a really big fan of the original movies and know a lot about like the Galactic Civil War. And maybe you don't like the, I don't know, the Clone Wars as much, so you just don't interact with it. And I think that's the cool part about these like big extended universes. You can pick and choose what you interact with, and you get to choose what part of the universe you enjoy. So yeah, I think head canon is in the end the ultimate canon for any of these. Anyway, that's my rant, and nobody cares about what I just said, but I said it. um I hope what I said makes sense. You're right. Thanks. Thanks for validating my opinions, Java. I appreciate you, my dude. And especially because certain points in these universes aren't like told. Like if you go into, I don't know, I guess Tolkien, you have the wizards, you have like Saruman, you have Gandalf, you have oh shit, what's his name? Radagast. But then you have the two blue wizards, right? And nobody knows what happened to them. They just like left. They went to travel and they never showed up again. And like Tolkien himself said that he doesn't want to tell that story. He doesn't mean to tell the story of the blue wizards because he thinks that a part of this story should be left up to the reader, you know. And I think that's like really the biggest advantage that these like multiverse or big universe franchises have, that stuff can be left up to the reader. Not everything has to be told, not everything has to be written down. There's parts of the story that can be just a blank slate for people to interpret or to make up however they want. So that's like just a really long-winded way to and convoluted way for me to say in my head the sequels are not canon. I will say though, I did actually quite enjoy Rogue One. It's the only, I think, Star Wars Disney film that I liked. Rogue One. I do actually like it. I know a lot of people don't, but I do quite like it. I hated Solo. I have opinions about Solo. I don't know. Rogue and Solo aren't sequels. I mean, I know they aren't sequels, but I just mean like Disney Star Wars films.
Why do I and everyone I love pick people who treat us like we're
Therefore, they are canon. Ah, okay. So you liked Solo. That's that's good. I'm glad you enjoyed it. It's not personally my favorite one. I didn't dislike it quite as much as I disliked the sequels, but it was still not my favorite. I quite liked Rogue One. I think Rogue One is just such a strong story. Plus, I think the one thing, it's not that good, but it's enjoyable. Okay, yeah, I can give you that. But because I think that one thing about Star Wars that basically no other universe has, apart from like maybe Marvel and DC, is that you can tell any story. Because you don't just have you don't just have like a planet, you know. Like Lord of the Rings is set in Middle Earth, and Harry Potter is set in, I don't know, the real world with magic. But Star Wars is specifically set in a galaxy across centuries of stories. So if you want to tell like a western, go ahead, tell a western. Like make up a planet that just happens to be like a, I don't know. You don't even have to make up a planet. Just go to Tatooine. That's already a desert. And tell your western. You want to, I don't know, make a more medieval story. Jedi's are already knights. Like make it so that, I don't know, Anakin has to defend like a castle fortress at one point. Like you can tell basically any story in Star Wars. You just have to find the right time period and right planet to do it. It doesn't even have to be that much sci-fi. Like personally, I think Star Wars is more of a fantasy than a sci-fi. You know, it's of course has a lot of fantasy or sci-fi elements, but I think it's mainly a fantasy because it focuses more on the people, on the universe, than on the technology. So if you don't want to make it that much of a sci-fi, then you can just remove. Of course, you still have to have some of like space, future tech stuff, but you don't have to make it a core part of the plot. And you can maybe even set it really far back in the past, or what's that? That's annoying me. You can set it really far back in the past, or in a planet that's maybe not as developed. Disney Star Wars canon that is already like in some of the comics and Battle of Jakku. Yeah. I haven't gotten to read most of the comics, sadly. I'd love to, but I don't know. Comics are expensive, and I feel bad pirating comics. I do. I used to keep up with them through like videos and social media, but I kind of fell off on that. So I can't say much about the comics. But hey, I have heard that there's a couple good things. I forget what her name is. What's that one like girl that's like an archaeologist or an explorer called? I think I think I've heard quite a few good things about her. Also, there is one more. You just watch videos of the new comics? Oh, okay, that's fine. Yeah, I mean, comics. Sometimes they come out in such large quantities, and they're convoluted and they're hard to keep up. So, here's the one thing I do think: Star Wars anime shows. I love these. This is the one. Well, this is one of the good things that came out of um fucking Disney Star Wars. Let's see. I love whoever came up with this concept and like these animations. I love this. I love this style. It's like so fucking anime. There's rumors of a live action Dr. Afra. Oh yeah, that's who I was talking about. I totally forgot her name. That'd be cool, I guess. I'd have to catch up with whatever is going on with you. But yeah, I quite like these anime intro thingies. Lutahagus. They're and I don't know. I want to see. I want to see more with this animation style. I want to see like a full show. Um, like an original story with all of this. It's really simple, but I think it's really nice. I think the simplicity really works. What the hell, I guess? Oh god, my bad. Sorry for that. Star Wars Vision's gonna be an anime star or something. Oh, I didn't know that. I don't know. I feel like I've slowed down in my old age. It's hard to keep up with media. Try my best though. Let's see. What shall we work on now? I guess the leaves were actually that scene. But also, um, I've figured out like since I started doing this like underpainting style, I guess, of digital art. I think I've figured out that like I think I've subconsciously started making my art more like um Clone Wars in a way, like the not the 2003, the 3D animated one. Not exactly, like but I think I think there's certain similarities, and I think they come through more when I actually start doing like Star Wars characters. Um, you can really tell. Yeah, of course, it's like a more anime version of that, but yeah, that show's influential. That show shaped me. Where is that? Get around them. Midtone. Mid brighter. Get the general shape of the lips down. And the ending and the music and everything was amazing, yeah. Dude, the cinematography for that last... That like, that last arc with Ahsoka. Like, Ahsoka's already like my favorite character in Star Wars. She's been my favorite character in Star Wars for a long time. But those like last episodes, with the siege of Mandalore and stuff, was like, fuck man, fuck, such a good sequence indeed. Like, I, it's honestly, those episodes, they're so well done. They feel like a film. Like if you watch them back to back to back, they honestly feel like a film, and they just go together so well with episode 3. Like they help add context, like recontextualize and add and build upon what episode 3 already does, and add like so much depth to episode 3. Cause I love the prequels. But I'll be honest, the prequels can be kinda dodgy at some points. But they can be kind of dodgy at some points. Especially with the like character writing and stuff. But I really enjoy them. But I've always told people, like, if you really truly want to enjoy the sequels, you have to watch Clone Wars, because Clone Wars grabs everything that the sequels, the prequels. I'm talking about the prequels, not the sequels. Everything that the prequels did, right? Clone Wars grabs it and like reshapes it and recontextualizes it and makes it so much better. Because I think the prequels are already good. But after you watch Clone Wars, it's just fucking insane because it helps you become so much more connected to the characters. And gosh, and especially like episodes like those last episodes where they take stuff, where they directly like address things that happen in like the main films and kind of like play around with it and try to show it from a different perspective, or try to um show the consequences of those events. It's fucking insane. That's definitely dark, but we're gonna just try and tone it a little bit down. Interblend. The Bad Batch is looking really good, like the Rise of the Empire, new regulations and stuff going on. It's cool. I don't spoil much. I haven't seen it. I've been busy, but that's what I'm gonna be doing this weekend. It's gonna be my entire weekend, I guess, or however long they last. I doubt it's gonna take me an entire weekend to get through them. Yeah, people always kind of like complain about like the politics in the prequels. I honestly really enjoy that part. Um, I get why people think the politics parts of Star Wars are boring, but I think they're cool because I don't know, they actually make the world feel alive. I think they're dope. I like seeing that. So I'm excited to see how things look when the Empire starts forming in the fall of the Republic from more angles. The politics are make Star Wars special. Oh, I'm glad you agree. Like the fact that you have all these like factions, like the fucking separatists, the Trade Federation, the banking clans, the Republic, the Clone Army, fucking Kaminoans, the Jedi, the you know, you have like so many perspectives and you can like look at the story from so many ways and like see kind of like how the actions of a single group kind of like affect everybody else. It's so cool. It's what makes the universe feel so alive, I think. Oh shit. Good that Throne is back. Such a good guy from Legends. Yeah, he's quite cool. This time I gave her a bit of like a longer face because Sokka tends to have like a rounder face, and last time I drew her, I gave her like a rounder face, and I mean, of course, people are gonna think like drawing Ahsoka because she looks like Ahsoka because I guess Walter Grita are gonna look like Ahsoka to some extent. And she's specifically based on Ahsoka out of Walter Grita, but I'm trying to make her look a bit more mature, a bit older, and I like making Valerie look like buff to some extent because they're like a bit more like built because Jedi, they're like warrior monks, they're samurai basically, ninjas, knights, they're just warriors. So like they've got to be fit, they got to be strong. Like if you were to look at Yoda, Yoda's like wrinkly ass outside of his robes, he'd probably be just like he'd probably have like six pack and like big ass abs, and Yoda probably has like massive pecs. Like I want like the deleted scene from episode 1 where Yoda is seen like just bench pressing like 1 billion kilos. Yoda lifts, like Yoda lifts, and not just with the Force. Like, and same for like Palpatine. He's a fucking Sith. Palpatine must be like fucking ripped under his clothes, under his like bathrobes that he wears. So yeah, I like making her look a bit stronger. Palpatine's a Chad. Palpatine is definitely a Chad. Palpatine fucks. Palpatine fucks. Honestly, I'd fuck Palpatine. I don't know about you. I'd fuck Palpatine. No question. Let it be known that I would fuck Palpatine. I'm leaving the Empire. The lighting for this piece is probably gonna be simpler. I went for, I guess, a bit of a more dynamic lighting situation with her last artwork. Their last artworks, with like that backlighting from the window and like computer screens in the dark and stuff. I tried to be a bit more experimental with my lighting situation, which is actually incredibly fun. I haven't had as much fun painting in a long time as I had making the tiefling rooms. These was so fun to do. I loved working on these. Come on, load. Come on, CSP, you can do this. And these are so fun. Adored it. But I'm gonna go for something a bit simpler here, just kind of like from one side, and then like this is probably como, like casting a shadow, a bit of a shadow on her. The what does LAAT stand for? Low altitude like troop transport? No, attack transport. I mean, gunship. LAAT gunship. Low altitude assault transport. Yeah, okay. Assault, not attack. Do you say LAAT or LAT? Because either way, I think it sounds like really awkward. Because I think ATAT or ATAT both sound like pretty good, but LAT or LAAT sounds kind of weird. The double A is kind of hard to say. LAAT, yeah, that's usually what I call it. But yeah, it's kind of awkward, in my opinion. Which don't get me wrong, I love LAAT gunships. They are such a cool design. And like that scene where they first show up in Attack of the Clones, and there's like, it's I hadn't thought about it like until I was watching it again, but those things are fucking OP. There's just like this scene when one like flies down, like lower to the ground, and it's like shooting missiles in one direction, and then like the two like hamster balls on the sides are like shooting lasers, and then there's fucking like blasters coming from the back, and fucking those things are like, they have guns coming out of every nook and cranny. It's fucking crazy how armed those things are, just to like for just a troop transport. I love them. You're gonna nice talking about Star Wars with you. Yeah, dude, we haven't talked in a while. It was great seeing you again, my dude. Um, hopefully we can talk again soon. I'm always on Discord. Discord. You can always contact me there if you want to. And I'll try to go live a bit more often. Now that I am a bit less busy with school. So if do drop by again if you can. Thanks for hanging out, Jawa. Love you, my dude. Cool. See ya. I'm so happy Nila is home. She seems to be having a nice time seeing people and stuff. I'm really happy for her. But also, like, I'm really jealous. Because, like, she's my best friend in the world. I fucking adore her. I love her so much. I want to hang out with her. How come everybody else gets to be around her and I have to be 3,000 miles away? I want to see Nila in person. I want my Nila time. Why does everybody get Nila time but me? It's such a tragedy. such drama. I forgot, I'm supposed to have the navigator up here for you guys to get an idea of what this looks like when I am zoomed in. Also helps me see how it looks when you're not like going pixel by pixel. Just a bad idea, or go pixel by pixel like that. You know, in the end, what matters is like the whole picture, not one single pixel. It's not gonna make that much of a difference. So it's good to, you know, being detail oriented. It's not always the best, but it's also not bad. You just have to find a balance, you know, where to put detail, where to be a bit more simplist, like more make things more simple. Not everything has to be drawn atom by atom. Most things don't. Oh, right. I forgot that's what's in there. You know, plus if you put too much detail everywhere, then it looks confusing. Cause then like it sometimes if everything has too much detail, you know, it'll be hard to really make your viewer focus on a specific part of the artwork that you want them to focus on. You know. I love this. This is like my favorite part of the process because we began and this was just like this gradient from like dark gray to light gray, and we have a face. How amazing is that? And it's just been like 1 hour, and I could have done this a lot faster if like I wasn't ranting about fucking Star Wars lore for like 20 minutes. I didn't go on for 20 minutes. That's an exaggeration. I hope not. I don't think that's really the best thing when I'm doing an art stream. But you know, like I feel like a lot of my favorite art streams are just like just chats, are like just chat plus. It's just chat plus a little bit of art. You know, I like streamers that like focus on like personality and interacting with the viewers. I like talking to people. At least on Twitch. I don't like talking to people in real life. I get scared. But yeah, as I mentioned earlier, these are like our latest artworks. We're experimenting a bit more with like the lighting sources and stuff, and I'm really proud of them. So do check them out on my socials. I I am really happy with them. They are my favorite thing I've done in a while. So much so that I basically changed all my profile pics and stuff to this character. Mm. So do me a favor and go over to Instagram and I don't know, like it. Or if you don't like it, then don't. Fine, that's fine too. We recently hit 300 follows on IG, which I was like really happy about. It's honestly so much further than I ever thought I would get with this, and I think I should probably do something to celebrate. I'm not sure what. Maybe like an art raffle or something like that. But I don't know if I have the time for that. Well, I'll try. I want to do something for you guys. I like doing stuff. I like it when streamers do stuff for their community. It's really nice. And I want to do stuff for you guys, but I don't have money. I can't afford like giveaways or stuff like that. So I don't know if there's something that I can do. Like any ideas? I don't know, any specific games that you'd like to watch me play, or like any, or like an art raffle or giveaway that you guys would be interested in. Then do tell me, give me suggestions, and I love it when I get suggestions for content, because then I don't have to think and I can just do stuff, which is easier. It's more fun, because I just want to have fun with this. I want to have fun with you guys. enjoy working on this arm. It's really nice. Not just following like the contour of the muscles and armor stuff. You know what I was thinking the other day? I should maybe do like embroidery streams because I really like embroidery. I don't know if you guys know that about me, but I really like embroidery. I don't know how to set that up though. But I think that could be fun. Like if I get a top-down camera on my hands, then I can do it. I don't know where I'd get that camera or how I'd set that up, but I'd love to try.
It's too late to turn it in, so you have yourself a time and tell me all about it. One couple. That means a date.
I'm gonna lie, these parts a bit of a challenge.
Well,
life in bottles. Standing at the golden flat, stroke every day in Chicago. Some people like the way it feels. Some people want to kill their sorrow. Some people want to fit in with the popular. That was my problem. I was in a. Okay. Now open your mind up and listen, Kendrick. I'm in your conscious. If you do not hear me, then you will be history, Kendrick. I know that you're not just right now, and I'm hoping to lead you to victory, Kendrick. If I take another one down, I'm gonna drown in some place, and I'm losing my limit. I think that I'm feeling the vibe. I see the love in her eyes. I see the feeling of freedom is granted as soon as the damage of vodka arrive. This how you capitalize. This is from to advise. Still apparently, I'm over influenced by what you are doing. I thought I was doing the most, and someone said to me. Headshot. Sit down. Stand up. Pass out. Wake up. Fade it. Fade it.
So Woody decided he'd ask Anne for this first date. But just how should he ask her? And what if she refused? No, it won't be easy asking for that first date.
Say if you a bad bitch, put your hands up high, hands up high, hands up high. Tell them dim the lights down right now, put me in the mood. I'm talking about dark room perfume. Go, go.
I recognize your fragrance. Hold up, you ain't never gotta say shit. And I know your taste is a little bit high maintenance. Everybody else face it. You live life on an everyday basis with poetic justice. Poetic justice. If I told you that a flower bloomed in a dark room, would you trust it? I mean, I write poems in these songs dedicated to you win. You're in the mood for empathy. It's blood in my pen. Better yet, with your friends and them. I really wanna know you all. I really wanna show you off. Fuck that, over plenty of champagne. Cold night when you curse this name. You called up your girlfriends and your girl in that little bitty range. I heard that she wanna go and party. She wanna go and party. Nigga don't approach her with that Atari. Nigga that ain't good game on me, sorry. They say conversation rule a nation. I can tell, but I could never right my wrongs unless I write it down for real. P.S. You can get it, you can get it. And I know just what you want.
Hello, Mrs. Davis. This is Woody. Alan Woodruff. May I speak to Anne?
I like you.
coffee with the right amount of sugar. How you like it? How you like it? Don't know how long I'll stay for. It's okay, I'll knock on your door. Won't you come down and get me? I like it when you hold me tight. You make me feel nice. The green in your eyes makes me feel warm inside.
It has started raining. Them. I don't love that water bottle. Not very good. I don't know what happened to the other one. I can't find it. Okay, you guys, I have to rest my um wrist, so I'm gonna take a short break and I'll be right back. And we're gonna finish hopefully this arm over here. Can you hear me? I'm quite happy so far. You guys in a couple minutes.
Don't need to be that way. If you trust me, I'll let you see. One thing's for sure, I'm helplessly in love. Can't lie about that. But what's the point if I can't give enough? Are you happy?
Oh, Chloe's already asleep. I was gonna message my friend, but yeah, she's definitely asleep by now. I don't know, thinks a bit on this side. Hey, what's up, G1? You're streaming so early slash late. Yeah, I I know. I was gonna stream earlier, but I ended up like losing track of time, and I ended up starting really late. And now I'm just having fun. So, how you doing, Kitty? I'm doing alright. Here, let me give you a shout out. I'm doing alright. I've just been working on these all day. It's not been a very eventful day. It's been a while. It has. Yes. I I stopped streaming for a couple months there just because I was so busy, I guess. I haven't caught your stream since I wake up so late. No, not at all. It's I just simply haven't been streaming very often lately because I've been busy. But I finally found some time, so I've been trying to get back into it, and I've been quite enjoying it. So they were working on these Star Wars illustration for since like May the 4th was recently. I'm also drawing right now, but my hand is slowly getting tired. Oh, mine's really tired too. But I really want to finish this arm before I finish with today's stream. So we're gonna still gonna go for a couple more minutes. Yeah, I'm quite happy with these. You might remember this character because we had a whole conversation about how I didn't have a name for her. Even though I designed her like a while ago and I've drawn her a couple times. Yeah, Valerie. Yeah, we ended up settling on like on some other stream that her name is Valerie. Oops, yeah, don't worry, it's okay. So having quite a bit of fun drawing her. She's always a pleasure to do. I should do her more often. I tend to put fuchsia above all my other characters. By the way, if you're working, if whatever you're working on is far enough ahead and you feel okay sharing it, you can totally put it up on Discord. I'd love to see it.
I'll get straight to the point. I found marijuana in the house. And while I never thought of myself as the type of father who'd have to drug test his kids, I'm willing to do just that if that's what it takes to find out who brought a joint into this house.
Dad, Lucy found something too. Dad, I found a joint in Mom's dresser drawer.
It's been a pleasure to it's been really fun to work on her lately because I really tried to push like the musculature, I guess, make her like really sculpted. Which was fun because yeah, much fit, very fit. Because when Jedi, they're supposed to be knights, right? They're supposed to be like warriors. So I imagine they're really fit. I imagine they're like constantly working out, and also I also imagine them doing like yoga with like stuff floating around them. So, cause in my mind, if we were to get like Yoda, Yoda's like really small and old and like wrinkly and right. But if you, I 100% in my mind, if you were to like take off like Yoda's like robes, he'd probably be like ripped. Yoda probably like bench presses like 1 billion pounds, kilos, whatever. He is probably incredibly buff, despite his age, which is 999, I believe, by the time of the 6th movie. So I really tried to like push that, you know, physicality. She's from Mandalorian, right? Um. Oh. Yeah. She's based on Ahsoka Tano. Here, I'm gonna show you. And that's like on purpose. This other character, Ahsoka, there's a species in Star Wars called Toguruta. My bad. And they're just kind of like these, like they're kind of like just orange. They have like this like horns called Montrolls and head tails called Leku, and they have like white face markings. I really like the design, and Ahsoka is my favorite character in all of Star Wars, so I wanted to make a character based on her. They are a species here. Start like with every character. If you see a character that isn't explicitly human in Star Wars, you can usually assume it's like a whole species, and even characters like Star Wars near human. There's like a whole species called near human, which I don't know what the point of them is, but they're just like supposed to look like human, but not quite. I don't know what the difference between that and human is, but they're near human, whatever. I guess they have like an extra nipple or something. But yeah. I really like Togruta, I think it's a really cool design. So I made a character based on her, on Ahsoka. But yeah, Ahsoka does appear at the end of Mandalorian. And gosh, it's because I don't know how much I can say, because we will watch Star Wars someday in your Discord. She doesn't show up in the movies though, so but if we do watch the Star Wars movies in your Discord, I was gonna say when we watch the 3rd one, we have to watch the last 3 episodes of, there's a TV show called Star Wars, which is amazing, and it's 7 seasons long. It's kind right, so it's kind of long, but the last 3 episodes, we have to watch those because those last 3 episodes can be watched like separate from the rest of the show. And they basically they take place at the exact same time as the 3rd movie. Like they begin, I think, a couple weeks before the first 3 episodes. The first episode of that like last arc, which is called the Siege of Mandalore, happens like a couple of weeks before the ending of the, or the beginning of the final film, or the 3rd film, I mean. And then it follows like the events of the film from the perspective of the character, and it's really great because it kind of recontextualizes the 3rd film and shows it from Ahsoka's perspective. And so if when you would be down, okay, that's good. And those last 3 episodes are genuinely such a masterpiece. Like the animation, the music, the cinematography, it's absolutely incredible. This TV show, if you do enjoy those Star Wars movies after we watch them, you should watch this TV show because it'll help you appreciate the universe like 1 billion times over. It's so good. I adore it. But yeah, Ahsoka comes from that show. She's a main character in that show, and she is Anakin's like Padawan, Anakin's apprentice. The show takes place between the 2nd and 3rd movie. So she's really cool. I love her. I think maybe is this arm a bit too dark? It's slightly do that. Yeah, because those last 3 episodes, four, I don't even know how many there are. I think I've been going back and forth between 3 and 4. But those last series of episodes, the last arc, it's basically a movie. It can be watched as a movie. All the episodes like just like flow from one into the other, perfectly. And and as a whole, they're probably a bit over an hour long. So it's not like a full feature length film, but it's like a short movie. And I adore them. I've watched them like so many times. They came out earlier this year, a couple months ago, and I've already watched it several times. And I don't think you guys will cry watching those last 3 episodes, because I think because I guess you don't necessarily have the connection to the characters. But like I cried because it has a few very emotional moments with Ahsoka, like that that whole like Star Wars: The Clone Wars. The whole point of that show is to kind of like explore the legends of Anakin Skywalker as a war hero, during the Clone Wars, and like the people around him, and it really goes into like fleshing out all these background characters that you see throughout the movies, fleshing out the universe. It does so much for the prequels, and 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 you get so attached to them by the end of the show, at least for me. And it's all on Disney Plus, so it's really accessible. And actually, they just released, I think on the 4th, they released the first 2 episodes of a new show, a new TV show called Bad Batch, which is a continuation of an arc from Clone Wars. Usually, Clone Wars arcs are like what, 3-4 episodes long. So they grabbed like those characters that show up in those like 3 episodes that they introduced for those 3 episodes, and they kind of like expand upon them, gave them their own show. But yeah, so that's what I've been working on this whole time. After I'm done with this, I'll probably do something for Mermaid. And then I wanted to grab these characters that I made for like these bedroom paintings, and kind of like draw them in some other scenarios. I quite like them. Yes, Mermaid, it's a thing. Hehe. I haven't done anything for it. Neither have I. I've never actually done Mermaid. I've made artworks for Mermaid, but I haven't done the, I guess, event as a whole. Oh, you watched the time lapse? Thank you. I'm glad you enjoyed it. But yeah, I made this one. This was the first ever Clip Studio thing I made a couple like last year. But I've never actually done that thing where you draw one artwork per day. Yo, it's Tom Asa, dude. Ah, what's up, Tom? Damn, I am going so late. Tom is up. That's when you know. That's when you know you're up late, because some cheese is up. What's up, Tom? I haven't seen you in a while. I freaking love you, dude. I how you been? How you been, homie? You guys don't know Tom. He's a great friend of mine. I absolutely adore this guy. He's a great artist and just such a great guy in general. He's all about that dedication. and his streams are a blast if you can catch them. Basically, it's cool, but I finished semester, so I'm taking my break until Monday where I start part-time studies. Ooh, yeah. Enjoy your short break. It's gonna you deserve it, G1. You've been working very hard. Congratulations on finishing your semester. I saw that you were happy with your grades, so congrats. You deserve them. I know you worked very hard. Once again. You're right in the midst of it. Yeah, me too. I still have a couple months to go. Best of luck, Tom. You're doing great. It's hard, but we did it, fam. Yes. Oh, and when are you? By the way, when talking about this artwork that I made, my friend, a fellow artist by the name of Bad Carrot Studios, she's doing this thing called the Carrot Coup. Hopefully I got it right. But yeah, she's doing this thing which is called the Carrot Crew, where for any donation above $20, she's gonna draw your character as a pirate for her pirate crew. And she drew this character that I made for this illustration as a like wizard pirate with like stuff. And I colored it. She did line art, I colored it. So you guys should totally check her out. Cute, yes. We love tieflings. And we love pirates. So now she's a tiefling pirate. I really love the stuff. Like I the stuff came out so well. It's so cute. See what's going on here. What are we gonna do now? Got my graphic design degree already, but I started with coding last year, so I would take 2 more years. Oh yeah, I forgot you were doing coding. How's that going? I'll switch up to a part-time school so I'll get to work. Just from having to code chess right now. Good luck. Hopefully you get your chess code done quickly. Best of luck, my dude. I guess let's try and work on the eggies. I should actually work on that hand and get this side done. Yeah, if any of you guys is working like on any art, do feel free to drop it on my Discord. I'd love to see it. I put the bar pretty high in the first semester. Oh wow. Yeah, that's in the first semester you have to make chess. Whoa. Really great though. Top of anything else, these coding homeworks in terms of stress. Oh, that sucks. People are not fans of that grading for sure. One typo and you could get 0 points. Holy shit, for one typo? Damn. You just lose the whole assignment because of one typo? Shouldn't have these cents over with. Oh, by the way, I was at one of my friends' streams and they found this pretty cool extension for Twitch. That I thought I'd share around because I think extensions that help make Twitch a bit more inclusive are pretty cool. So I'll show you guys how to get it. You don't even have to install anything. As if you have Franker Face, you basically already have it. Also, is my camera lagging? I think it is. Damn it. But yeah. It's called Twitch Pronouns, and you can install it like a separate extension. One. Oh no, it's muting. I don't want to hear myself. Yeah, you can install as a separate extension. You can see how when I type something, like I have a badge that says there that says pronouns. So basically, the way you get that is you just simply go to Frankerface, go to add-ons, scroll down, and there's a thing that says pronouns, and then you just go to the website here and you can select your pronouns, and they'll just to anybody that has the extension, they'll be able to see it as a badge next to you. I think that's pretty cool. I like inclusivity. I also have these closed captions thingies because that also helps as people make it more inclusive, but using but yeah, sometimes they mess up. They're not perfect, but they're nice. They're a bit big. So yeah, you guys should get that extension. They're both made, the subtitles one and the pronouns one. They're made by this guy called Alejo or something something, and I really respect their work. It's pretty cool that they're working to make Twitch just a little bit more inclusive. You know, we love to see it. Like how I said, I just wanted to get the arm done. I got the arm done, and then just moved on to doing a hand. Yeah, I don't think we're gonna be going for much longer because it is quite late. We're going for 2:58. Let's make it to like a bit over 3 hours, and then we'll go.
Instead of kissing you goodnight, I'm kissing strangers. Always listen, but I never learned. Should have been hanging on your every word. I was taking you for granted, never realized the danger. And I took too long. And now she's gone. If I only knew right from wrong, she'd be right back in my arms.
Maybe make like armor. I try to add stuff like that, or gear stuff like this. Just weather it, make it look like it's actually being to war in combat.
But I don't always do what I'm supposed to. Now you're slipping through my fingers and I don't know what to do.
So I have to her poop.
And I keep hoping you call back. Can we forget about the past? Cause baby, all I really want is you. And I took too long. And now she's gone.
Okay.
If I only knew right.
Gosh. Okay, we've made it over 3 hours, and if I start something else, I'll just keep on going till like 5 hours. So I think we should start winding down. We should look for somebody to raid. If anybody has any suggestions for any person to raid, then please do drop them in chat. Let's see who's live. Like, no one is live at the moment. My friend Kira is live. Calypso is live. Okay, thanks for sharing, Andy. Yes, of course, Dion. I think let's go over Calypso's, because I'd usually go for my friend Kira, I think, but she isn't doing art right now. I want to go for somebody else doing art. I haven't seen Calypso for a long time. Oh, she's using a VTuber right there now. Was that away? Oh, I got you. So anyway, thanks to everybody who dropped by. Thanks Tom, thanks G1 for coming. I love you guys. Do make sure to join Discord, keep up with my stuff. Come to more streams. I'll announce whenever I go live there. Same for my socials if you want to keep up with my art. Thanks for being here, guys. I love you all. Hope you have a great rest of your day and or night, depending on when you are. Sweet dreams, you guys. Love you all. You all are cute as fuck. Good night.